The woman snatched the life-saving money meant to buy medicine for her eldest daughter-in-law, and walked straight to a street stone gambling stall. She casually picked a worthless-looking stone that nobody wanted. Seeing this, her grandson and eldest son clung to her clothes in tears, begging her not to gamble again, but she only gave a cold smile, pushed the little boy away without mercy, and urged the stall owner to cut the stone immediately. Onlookers around began criticizing her loudly, but only she knew that stone gambling was the only way to save her eldest daughter-in-law's life. Even with insults coming from all sides, she still insisted the stall owner cut the stone open. In her previous life, she had been a billionaire gemstone designer, until a car accident caused her soul to travel back to ancient times. Before she was fully conscious, she heard crying around her, and a group of people calling her mother. Then the original owner's memories poured into her mind. She realized she had become a selfish and lazy evil mother-in-law, who exploited her eldest and youngest son's families, and gave everything she owned to the second son who was studying for the imperial exams, hoping this would help her become the old madam of a wealthy family. But her favoritism brought no gratitude. Instead, it made the second son more arrogant. In the end, the original owner was shoved during an argument and died after hitting her head on a beam. After taking over this body, the woman decided to live well with the filial children, and make the second son who wanted to split the family pay the price. She first told her pregnant eldest daughter-in-law to get up, but the young woman begged her not to harm her baby. Seeing her children and grandchildren kneeling one by one, she was shocked, even more stunned to learn the original owner had planned to force an abortion. She became furious. Since the second son wanted to split the family, she would use this chance to drive them out completely. But then her stomach growled. Her eldest daughter-in-law quickly brought a plate of steamed buns. Seeing the moldy food, she frowned. The young woman panicked and knelt to explain that the family only had these buns left. The children stared hungrily at the food but dared not eat. Her heart softened, and she handed the buns to them. Only then did she realize how poor the family truly was. She went into the kitchen to look for other food, but there was nothing except pots and bowls, not a single grain of rice. She frowned deeply. Just as she was about to give up, a system appeared before her. Learning she could make money from stones, she decided to go into the mountains to find them. With the system's help, she soon found a piece of crystal, and even a rare ruby. She exchanged them for fresh steamed buns, and returned home with a full basket. When her eldest son saw the table piled with white flour buns, he was thrilled. Such food was only eaten by the rich in town. He quickly asked where she got them, not wanting them to know the truth. She lied that they were meant for the second son's journey food, but since he wanted to split the family, they should now live separately. Just then the second son's family barged in. Seeing the buns, his wife grew furious, accusing the mother-in-law of favoritism, and demanding the eldest daughter-in-law wash piles of dirty clothes. The woman threw the laundry back at her. The second son thought she was still angry, pretended to comb his wife, then tried to grab the buns, but she refused to give them. This shocked him, and enraged his family. They began to fight. She was ready to teach him a lesson, when he picked up a stone and threw it at her. Seeing them making trouble, she slapped him twice, and scolded him fiercely, then declared she would no longer favor anyone. At that moment, his son lunged forward, accidentally knocking over the pregnant eldest daughter-in-law. She began bleeding. The family rushed her to the doctor, who said saving the baby would cost $50,000.